Hello, 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 everyone. Yes, it's another episode of The Question. Welcome to this episode of The Question. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. I'd like to ask the first question. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing on YouTube land and as well as Facebook land? How everybody's doing? What's the weather and all that good stuff? See, tonight, I like to tell you this before I go into anything that on Thursday is Thankful Thursday. We don't got to wait for November when it's Thanksgiving Day, but Thursday should always be a day of Thanksgiving. So as we sit back and relax, I want you to look up there, right there, you right there. Do you see that says live? Simply mean you're in the live audience. You got 5 seconds to share the live right there. Share the live, invite a friend, invite the neighbor, invite somebody down the road. It doesn't even matter. Just invite somebody to this special episode that we are having tonight. Tonight is one of those episodes that you say God is so good that He allowed things like this to happen. Because we are having something and we are doing something that we never did before on this show. If you can see my jewelry, then you will get a hint of what I'm about to do tonight. Sit back, relax, get you a drink, get whether it's water, wine, tea, whatever it is, and know that tonight's episode is an episode that you will never forget. This is your host, Verona Willis-Brown, saying, welcome to The Question. And I will now welcome our very first guest. Guess where he's tuning in from? Yes, our very first guest is tuning in straight from the motherland. My brother coming up from Nigeria. My brother, welcome to this episode of The Question. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really so grateful.
Wow. Listen, all the way from Nigeria.
Yes.
People, right now, let them know what time is it over there.
This is exactly 12:07 a.m. in Nigeria.
A.M.
Night.
12 a.m. in the morning,
Yeah.
and he's here with us. So I celebrate your dedication and I celebrate your time just to give us your bedtime. I mean, it passed our bedtime, your bedtime, just to be here with us. I really, really celebrate you and your time, your sleep time.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you? How is everything over there?
I'm fantastic and things are really working out here.
Yes, yes. So I want you to introduce yourself. I call him my brother Caleb. I want him to introduce himself to you out there and tell us a little bit about who Caleb is. And of course, we heard he's tuning in from Nigeria. Talk to us, my brother.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I go on and introduce myself, I have to thank you for this opportunity you have given to me because daily I do get a lot of questions. People ask me, say, how were you able to do this? How were you able to do that? And most of the times I don't have the time to explain. So shows like this give me the opportunity to like talk to the whole world to answer some of the questions that people usually ask on a daily basis. So I have to thank you for bringing me up on this platform. And let me go on and introduce myself. I'm Joko Caleb, and I'm joining the program from the southeast of Nigeria. So, and Njoko Caleb is a petroleum engineer professionally, but I decided to carve a niche for myself into the writing. So, right now I have a lot of things that I do, but I've really done a lot of work. I've really written a lot of books and other articles. So that is Njoko Caleb for now. There are other dimensions of injunctive which I don't think is relevant to the program. So, but just have it that injunctive is a petroleum engineer professionally, but also a writer. Are you there?
My brother, if you're listening careful, he got so many things going on. But one of my main thing is he is a writer. He is a writer. And I love writers because no matter what profession you're in, writing is important. And I always come ready. I come ready every Thursday to write. Yep, I have my book and I have my pen. Every single Thursday I come with that. So whenever you're ready, I am going to be sitting here like this and I'm going to be writing because I love writers. I love writers. Yes. I mean, writers matter. Without writers, you don't have a show. Without writers, you don't have a book.
Of course.
Without writers, you don't have a lot of things because our first letters are ABC. So we start with our ABC and we learn how to write. So I want you to talk to us about, before we go any further, let me introduce this brother a little bit more. I want you to take a look at this. If you notice, I just show you his work. His book is called Writing Ad Copy. My brother,
yeah,
it's a comprehensive guide to writing great ad copy. Usually somebody would write a fancy topic, a fancy title, or something that's more catching. But I love this comprehensive look. So talk to us about that cover and that book, the content of it.
actually the cover, I designed the cover. I'm also a graphic designer. I told you a lot of things I do. So I designed the cover. And before I came up with that topic, I realized that advertisement, or another way around, call it marketing, is what everybody, no matter what you do. So we all do advertisements. And it's very, very important that we understand the right way, the right approach, what to do at each stage, and what to do in order to get result at the end of the day. Because no matter what you do, your main target is at the end of the day that you get sales. So I thought of it that this is something that we all need to have a very good understanding, because as I said earlier, no matter what you do, no matter the service you're into, advertisement or marketing is very, very important. And I believe it is the backbone of every business, and it's also what determines the survival and failure of every business. So I've really read and I've also gone to a lot of seminars. I've really learned a lot. So one of my I feel one of my key components, one of my responsibilities is not only to gather knowledge for myself. I believe whatever knowledge that I gather, it is my responsibility, and for it to be fruitful, it has to be given back to the people. So I've really learned a lot in marketing. I've been into marketing for long. So I just felt like this is what people need, because everybody needs, as everybody, we all do marketing. So I just felt like this is what I need to give back at this moment.
I hope everyone is listening because no matter what you are doing, advertisement is the key. Advertisement is the key. So if you're going into if you're going into being an author, if you're going into being a profession, whatever profession you're going in, marketing and advertisement is the key. See, I learned this a long time ago, that advertisement is what catch your eyes. Because sometimes the image is what draws your attention. It draws your attention. And what they do with commercials, if you don't pay attention, you will miss it. What they will do with a commercial, when you're watching a good show and a commercial comes on, it's louder. The volume is loudest. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but I learned this a long time ago when I did my marketing course. The commercial is louder because that's called advertisement. When you're advertising, you have to catch the attention of your customers. So when my brother's sitting there writing a book, the book is talking about advertising what you are selling, advertising what you have. It does make a difference how you present it. It makes a difference how you create something and how you present it. Okay, we just lost Caleb for a second, but we're going to get him back. But it does make a difference how you present to your potential buyers, your potential customers. Because everyone, is it that you're buying or you're selling? Is it that you're buying or you're selling? So either way you look at it, advertisement is the key. I think we got him back. Hold on, let's see.
I'm back.
We got him back. Yes, we got him back.
I lost my connection.
That's okay. We can go down and we come, but we're going to keep going. That is how we are going to do here. We didn't lose you. We lost a connection, but we reconnect. We're back. That is what we do.
Yes.
So yes, so talk to us again. We were talking about advertisement is the key. And tell us how important it is to advertise your business.
Okay, this really focuses on how to write advertisement copy, because as you said earlier, everything goes down to writing. So you have to understand how you can be able to, whether you're planning to go with a video, whether you're planning to go with website content, whatever way you're planning to go to advertise a product or service, you need to understand how will I be able to structure my advertisements, who am I targeting, who are my potential clients, and how do I channel my content, or how do I structure my content so that it meets them, so that it can be attention grabbing. Because at the end of the day, you have to write advertisement copy in such a way that once someone comes across it, looking at it within a few seconds, you should be able to capture the mind of the potential customer you're looking up to. So that is where I focus the book on. It's not only in general advertisement, it's only focused on how you can be able to write advertisement copy so that it can be able to produce it at the end of the day.
Like I told you, I came with my pencil, so you're going to see me writing. I'm telling you, if you don't have your pen and your paper ready for what my brother is putting out here, you better go get it. You need to go get it right now, because I'm writing. I'm learning right here. I'm learning. So you mentioned attention grabber. Do you go according to size? You think size when you put in something for the potential buyers? You think there are different elements that you need to consider? What are some of the elements that you consider when you're putting out an ad to attract your potential buyers?
Okay, one of the things you need to consider is your buyer personnel. That is, who is your target audience. Let's say you are producing, you have a product. Let's say you have a book, and the book is on how to overcome sexual addiction. And for this book to be able to really make sales, you need to target. You don't need to target somebody at the age of 50, because somebody at the age of 60, 50 is not struggling with sexual addiction. So you need to have an age range. This is the age range I'm targeting. I need to define their language. What are the terms they are familiar with? What are the things that are associated with now? So if you can be able to define this thing, you have been able to define your buyer persona. So it helps you in structuring your target so that it can actually grab the attention of the targeted or the buyer persona you're having in mind.
Mm. Good Lord, my brother, you're coming up with some good. You're coming up with juicy stuff. This is like a whole gravy on my food.
Mm.
Oh, yes. And what he failed to mention, people, because I am going to tell, that is an author of not only that one book that I mentioned earlier. How many books do you have, my brother?
I have one.
Yes, I want you to tell it because I want to celebrate you on every last one of those books.
I have 147 books right now.
How many?
147 of them.
I'm good.
147.
This call for something to drink. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know. I told y'all to get you a drink. I don't care what you drink. Get something because I was ready to raise my glass to my brother. I was ready to raise my glass to him. 147. Raise my glass to you. Wow. I can't cheer you 147 times, but I'm going to send it from my heart. My brother, did you hear that? He said he got 147 books out there, published
Yes,
books.
that's what it is.
Whew. Wow, congratulations, 147 times, plus the other 147 that's coming.
By the grace of God.
Wow, what a God. What what is your best, or who is your best inspiration?
My best inspiration is myself. I inspired myself because there's this kind of life, as I said earlier, the essence of learning, the essence of getting any knowledge is for you to give back to the society. It's just like
Yes.
being in school, you study to a certain level, you have to start teaching others, to start bringing others, to start imparting that knowledge to others. So I feel that it is my responsibility to give back. So no matter the knowledge, as I said earlier, okay, I've not mentioned in this show. I'm a kind of person. I so much love learning. I love learning. Every day of my life has always been learning once or another. It has really helped me in many areas. Like as I said, like, there are a lot of things that I can actually do. So they all came through learning. So I feel that it is my responsibility that when I gather knowledge to an extent that I feel that yes, I've really known much in this field now, then I'll give back to the society. And then writing is something that I take interest. Even till now, I think that was from high school. I find myself doing so well in writing. So I didn't went on to study anything relating to writing. So as I said, like, writing is what everybody do. So it's something that I've been interested in right from my high school. So and I feel that that is the best way I can give out.
Oh my God. The best inspiration is yourself. Did you hear that? Because if
Yeah.
you don't inspire yourself, who's going to inspire you? It all starts and stops with you individually. Because individually, then you can have collectively. So when it
Okay.
starts with you, my brother just said it. His best inspiration is himself. You have to learn to motivate yourself. You have to learn to inspire yourself. You have to learn to push yourself. You have to get up every single day and say, today I am going to do something. Today I want to do something different from yesterday. Today I'm going to push. Today you have to be a different kind of learner. I love to learn. And he just said that he loved to learn also. So you have to put yourself into that spot to want to learn something. Because what you learned yesterday might not be valid today. Might not be valid. You mentioned you got 147 books.
Yes.
I want to jump into a category that you have listed. You have a
Okay.
category of books, health books. We are so into our health at this time. We are so needed to pay attention to our health at this time. We are so into knowing health and wellness is important at this time. You have a collection out there, and you have a collection on health and wellness. Now,
Yes.
tell us the story behind those collection.
Okay. Growing up from a family of six, uh, we had only one girl. So the way we were brought up, my mom made it as a responsibility for us guys to know how to cook. So let me just right from childhood, I've been in the kitchen. And as I said, it isn't funny. So as I said earlier, the essence of learning is to give back. So it got to this point that I was like, I don't want to like be like the usual being in the kitchen. I want to take this knowledge. I want to go extra mile so that I can be able to like come out, be able to like carve out certain niche. Because now most of the times the essence of eating or one of the most important reason why we eat is for health. So I felt that this was a subject that needs to be studied. So I contacted a lot of professionals that I know that are really doing well when it comes to health-related food. And I was able to meet a lot of them. I had a one-on-one session. Some of them I was able to engage them on a video call. So I actually met a lot of people. And what I usually do, let me just highlight this now. What I usually do
Yes.
is that whenever I'm on any meeting or in any location, I'm good in creating outline. So while I'm learning at the same time, I'm creating my outline. So when I now go back, now I sit back, gather all the information that I have at hand, go into deeper research. If there are things that need to be practiced, I go ahead and practicalize them. So at the end of the day, I have all the information that I need. Then I now have to structure it and
Mm-hmm.
leave out. So that was how it started. So when I said, okay, I want to go into know more on how to cook health-related food. So I contacted a lot of them. I was able to meet some of them. They shared a lot of information. And while those information was coming, I was at the same time giving out. And mind you, this health-related something. It's not something that you do based on knowledge. I really experimented with a lot of them and so okay, yes, it's actually true. This thing works. Before I was able to like put it down in push.
Mm. And I'm telling you, people, if you see that collection of books, yes, because he go direct into information and food for the liver, for the kidney, for he direct stuff. They're specific, and he just went mentioned the word structure. He was specific, targeted, and I guess it goes back to our beginning book where we're talking about advertisement. It goes back to that because when you target a specific thing, you get more result. You get more result because if one of his books says, I think it's talking about the liver or the kidney or whatever it was, but he target that specific area. So when you are going to ailment, you got to know which area of your body that you are targeting, which area of your body you're targeting. Know where we can get those books and support you. I think we got frozen. I think we froze. I think we frozen. We lost Caleb again. So again, he's tuning in from Nigeria. It's past his bedtime. It's 12 a.m. there in Nigeria. So it passes bedtime. And for those of you who are watching on the live, remember it is about how you marketing whatever you have, whatever your potentials are, whatever whatever you're about to put together. It's about your target audience. So when you have a target audience, it is easier for you to get that sales. So even if you're not a published author yet, even if you're not a chef yet, even if you're not in a profession yet, but you have an idea, work that idea and structure that idea so you can create advertisement and you can create marketing skills, which will be more effective. Here we go. We got Caleb again. We are not going to lose you, brother. We're not going to lose you. Welcome
So,
back.
thank you.
We're not gonna lose you. Don't worry. Once you're there, we're gonna come back and get you. You know, I oftentimes says this that I love to travel. I'm a traveler. I'm a world traveler. I go in and I travel. And when I get an opportunity like this, where I am in Africa at this point, I just travel all the way to Nigeria. So I love to travel, and this right here. This is the first time I went this far out of the country while I'm still at home. So I always say, I always say this is such a great traveling experience for me. It's a great traveling experience. Now I'm in Africa. No, just perfect. Just perfect. And God got a way where He set this up where I am having a Nigerian brother sitting on my platform. This is a pleasure. So I was saying earlier for you to let us know where we can purchase your book and support you. Give us your book links where we can get your books and let us know how we can follow you. Put your social media handles so we can follow you. And I'm going to ask, what's next for Caleb?
What next?
Yes.
Should you
What is it?
Is that the question?
Yes. What's next for you? What else you working on?
Of course, there are really a lot of them. I'm going to share my hands. Just stay very close to those handles. As times goes on, I will be updating you on what is coming up next.
Yes, and we want to know what's coming up for you. So we want you to put your social media handles, and then you can put a book link so we can follow you and we can know what you're coming up with next. Oh,
Okay.
this has been a pleasure.
I'm going to drop it. Once you follow that link, you're going to get all the links. It's just like a portfolio. So once you follow it, you're going to meet me in all the social media, including
Yes.
my Kindle account, my Facebook, all of them. They are all together. So should I go ahead and call it?
Yes, you can post it right there and then we will take it from there. Oh, so I just want to say thank you so much for gracing us past your bedtime, I believe. Because, 12 a.m. 12 a.m. for me is already past my bedtime. So I want to thank you so very much for gracing us with your presence here on this episode of The Question. Coming all the way, people. I said all the way from the motherland. All the way, my brother. I celebrate your success.
Thank you so much, man.
I celebrate all that you are doing, and I send peace to you. I send peace to your home, and I send blessing to your home, to your family, to your community, to your country. I send all of that to you. I don't know if you're going to be going off to bed, but I send love and joy and strength in whatever you do. I oftentimes tell my guests that to my left, which you can't see, but I could see it, is a chair. That chair is called a guest chair. And that chair is saying that you are now a guest. You are now a part of this family, because I don't have fan. I don't like the word fan. You are a family. You are family here. So this chair will now have your name on it. And it is saying that you are very much welcome here anytime you want. Whenever you want to show up, this chair is saying, come on in. This is your home. This is your space. This is how we do. I'm like the mother that will say, welcome back home. So feel free whenever you're ready to show up, knock, and I will let you back into this place. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.